Hello everyone, welcome back to Rimworld. This is the Spacers faction. This episode covers Year 4, and we're starting that off with finishing the flooring in the research room. We've failed a quest, but I don't really care. Oh, can we not finish that one tile? Oh, that's annoying. And we're going to be moving all of the research benches into the lab, and then building another one because I would like it to be symmetrical. Yeah. It does look... Duck does have the plague, but we don't really have the technology to fix that right now. So we're just gonna kind of have to deal with that. So maybe she'll pull through. Maybe that will happen, but I doubt it, honestly. She did not pull through. She is dead. Oh, Sergeant's gonna be upset about that. Alright, and the other thing we're going to do this episode is we are going to set up our power grid. So I'm building some lamps in the rec room, and we're also going to have some heaters and all that. And just starting to make things bright and warm and all that. Just making sure we've got our tailoring room set up, and our art room. The benches are built, but not the other stuff. We finished Cocoa, and we're going to move on to microelectronics. Microelectronics so that we can build the advanced research bench and unlock the higher research so that we can eventually go to space. Yeah. That probably won't happen while Dan is with us, because he came from space to find a simpler life, kind of like the beginning of Stardew Valley, and I don't think he wants to go back, but I imagine that he's been telling his colony mates stories of what it's like up there, and some of them are starting to get a little curious. Particularly Sergeant and Manbear, because they've been around the longest. Boy is probably super interested in all that. But I imagine that Dan wouldn't want to go to space. But also Dan is kind of getting up there in years, and it's probably going to take us quite a while, so I imagine that by the time we get there, he'll be long gone. Alright, and here we are setting up some lights for our smithy and our lab. I don't think we have energy production yet, but we're going to have that soon. Right now we're mostly focusing on sort of moving everything out of the main cabin so that we can turn that into our power production room. We're going to put a bunch of biofuel generators in there. And then once raids really start getting up, we're going to start turning those raiders into chem fuel. Yeah. And we've also got a little crypt started in here. It's just Dan's, granddaughter, whose name I keep forgetting, and Duck, so we're going to set aside a little room for them, and that's going to be our kind of mausoleum. Yeah, we might end up having to refine that later, because if my previous playthroughs are any indication, we are going to have a lot of people die before we beat this game. Alright, looks like they've sent us a message. Don't really care. Alright. We're doing good as a colony. We've got good food production. Where's Purple? Purple's over here, and those are peace talks. So we should do that. We're going to send a caravan, and we're going to send Sergeant, because he's our best negotiator. We should probably send another person with him to act as a bodyguard. So we're going to send 2 bodyguards with him. 2 bodyguards and then Sergeant. And that should... Actually, just 1 bodyguard. They can travel faster, just the 2 of them. Okay, they'll be fine. Alright, and Man-Bear, as always, is plugging away at research. And we're getting raided by the Black Swords. Looks like this is a pretty decently sized raid. But I think our defenses are pretty solid. So we should be alright. And I don't think they're attacking immediately, so we can sort of chill for a minute. We probably don't need both of those ovens. We'll probably be fine with just 2, but that's a problem for later. Okay, they're beginning their assault, so let's all go line up in the kill tunnel. Alright. And yeah, our defenses are solid. Oh, I hate it when they break down the doors. That's going to be expensive to replace. Alright, everyone go home. Slick. Okay, he's fine. Alright, yeah. We're just gonna leave them. Oh, peace talk success! Good job, Sergeant! Good job! Good job, buddy! And they're... Yeah, that's awesome! Good job, dude! Good job! Alright, we're doing good on our crops. We've got lots of potatoes. Cougar hunting Dan? Dan, come on. Let's get Dan out of there. Alright, everyone. Let's fight the cougar, because if we don't kill it, it might just go manhunter on another colonist. Dan, I want you to go this way. Everyone else, I want you to go over there and intercept the cougar. Actually, okay. Guys, okay, I need to get people to help Dan. Can they help Dan? Is it too late? I think it's too late for him. I don't think they'll get to him in time. I think he's done. Alright, everyone else, it might kill another colonist. Go get it. We have to at least get his body back. I know your friend and your wife died. Alright, Purple, wait for everyone else. Alright, where'd it go? It's over there. Alright, everybody move closer. Okay, it's running away. Okay, Sergeant is throwing a tantrum because his friend and his wife are dead. Okay, fair. Okay, fair. Okay. We killed the cougar, and now we're burying Dan. So that's 3 deaths in the colony now. Alright, so... yeah. He has a nice tombstone, and yeah. So this probably represents an ideological shift in the colony. I think now that there's been so much death that our goal is now to build a colony that can build a spaceship and go to space. Maybe find those glitter worlds that Dan talked so much about. And that's our new goal. Our new goal is going to be maintain the colony with industry and do research to get us to space. We're almost done with microelectronics, and after that we are going to start work on more of the industrial tech. That's kind of before microelectronics, but with the advanced research bench that's going to be a lot faster. And we're going to set up our smithy in here. We're going to have 4 smithing tables and 4 machining tables. And we're going to not allow those right away because we don't have the materials right now. And we really need to prioritize... Okay, a logger named Daisuke? Yeah, we will be keeping him. He's decent. Yeah. He's kind and sanguine. Him. Alright, man, go get him. Alright. Let's rescue him and maybe he'll join and we have a lot of food, we have a lot of potatoes. And we're going to start installing some wall lamps And Daisuke joins! Yay! Yeah, we definitely need more people if we're gonna maintain the level of industry. And since we're a little short on food, we're going to plant a giant field of rice. And we probably only need to harvest that once, but once that should give us enough rice. Alright, and we're going to set up some bookshelves in the research area so that we can have a place to put our blueprints, and then we're also going to set up some bookshelves in the rec room for textbooks and novels. But the schematics are going to stay in the research room, because I think they give a boost to researching. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. Alright, and now we're being raided by Southeast Rhone. Alright, is it just the one? Oh no, there's two. Alright, they are attacking immediately, it looks like, so let's all go out here to the traps and just get set up out there. Yeah. This is a good setup. We're handling most of the raids pretty well. I just don't know if I'm going to make it as big as it is right now, because I feel like it's doing its job pretty well, and I feel like by the time we get bigger raids, we're going to have technology such as turrets. So what I might do is I might essentially make like a second kill box between the first kill box that we stand in and the trap tunnel. On the other side of that, we're going to build a second kill box, and we're going to fill that with turrets. And then that'll save us time and resources, because most of the people will die or get downed before they get to the trap, so we won't keep having to replace them. And yeah, we probably won't take down the kill tunnel at that point, just because that's just way too much work. But yeah. And Purple is on an insulting spree. Fun. Alright, yeah. Fun. Daisuke has Luciferium need? Oh, I should have checked his medical records. Oh, I did not know that. Okay, yeah, you can carry that, dude. Oh, are we gonna need to find more Luciferium? Can we get Luciferium at this point? Transport pod crash. Kimmy. Oh yeah, we're keeping Kimmy. Kimmy is good. Yeah, Kimmy, we're keeping Kimmy. We are going to capture Kimmy, and she will be our new friend. Because, honestly, 6 bachelors is not great for a colony. Let's try to fix this gender balance that we have. Alright, and we're harvesting the large amounts of rice. And we're also going to chop down some wood, because we need to keep on replacing the spike traps. Yeah, wood's going to be an ongoing problem for quite a while. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up, because on the one hand you need a lot of colonists to do, like, a lot of things if you want a really productive colony, but on the other hand, a lot of colonists kind of raises your wealth a lot. So it's kind of a balance. What you really want is a lot of useful colonists, because if you have a lot of colonists that are just, like, incapable of violence, you're just all gonna get got. So, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to, at some point, switch over to survival meals rather than pemmican, but right now I don't think we have the skill to make survival meals or the technology. Yeah, so this original main cabin is going to become this chem fuel generator room. I think we are going to set up, like, windmills and solar panels, but in case of a volcanic winter or, like, something like that, we'll have the biofuel generators in case. And then what we're going to do up here is we are going to start planting, like, profitable plants. Things like cocoa, trees, psychoid, smokeleaf, stuff like that. And then with what we're going to do with that is we are going to sell it. And I don't think we need any gap between cocoa and the trees because I don't think they can get light. But we are going to want space between the psychoid and the smokeleaf because those can get light. Yeah. So that's what the other room is going to be used for. We're going to use it to produce drugs and beer, which are going to be our moneymakers. We're going to sell those, and we're going to use the money from that to buy things like steel. And we're getting raided again. Alright. We probably don't need to worry about that. We're kind of already all outside, so they'll probably just go through there. So we'll also, it pauses automatically, so we can just finish doing this grow zone. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's important. Okay. That's a decent amount of people. Okay. Looks like they're not attacking immediately, so we can go and plant our weed. Alright. Yeah. That's gonna make us a lot of money. Yeah. Another good money-making crop is chocolate. And we're also planting some of that. So that's going to be our main moneymakers, is we're going to grow cotton, smokeleaf, psychoid, they're beginning their assault. Everyone go their assault. Everyone go over there. And yeah, we won. The braids are getting pretty easy, so I probably won't keep focusing on them. And this is what our setup is going to look like. Yeah. We've got some shelves over here for the ingredients, and some fermenting kegs, and then some shelves over there for the finished product. And eventually we're going to want to start trading with the space traders. So what we might want to do is we might want to build another room for like all the stuff we're selling and all that. Alright, let's send a caravan over here. And, oh yeah, more peace talks. Yeah. And a couple of thrombos trampled through my spike traps. Great. Alright. We do have some survival meals, so I think we're doing pretty good. Alright, Sergeant, yeah, finish building that bench. And then we're just going to take all the bills from the first bench, which is basically make 300 of everything except smokeleaf makes slow smokeleaf joints forever. And we're just going to copy that over to both of the other ones. And the brewing tables really just have one bill, and that is to make wort. So we just have them making as much as the kegs can hold. So, yeah. That's just how we're doing things. And now we finished microelectronics, so we can build an advanced research bench. And that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode, where we will increase our industry and start producing goods to trade. Time to become a trading settlement.